Hey, also, hey, Pat, you know what goes into that too? I think his back injury possibly. I know I'm usually a two-footed driver, left foot on the brake, right foot on the pedal. I know some people don't do that. I've had times where my back was messed up, where I was one-foot driver with my left, so left was on the brake and left would go to the gas.
Yep. Okay, we've all tested like the left foot on the gas and left foot on the brake. You're a two-foot driver?
Always, yeah.
What the fuck? Is that just what you guys do in Ohio? Why is that happening?
I don't know. I mean, I learned to drive on a stick. Maybe that's part of it, but
no. Yeah, the stick is for the clutch, dude.
Actually, you know why? You want to know why? Because I think it goes back to when I mean, I've had crazy knee pain my whole life, but when I pulled my groin 10 years ago, I couldn't lift my right foot up, so I just kept that cocked down there, and then my left foot on the brakes. So maybe I've just done it since then.
By the way, I've been there. Okay, with a knee thing, I couldn't move it, so you got to brake with the left foot. But boy, my dad, truck driver, long time professional driver. He hates you. I was taught in a very, very early age. You put that left foot on the brake, there's a good chance you're just riding the brake the entire time. And
okay. If you have zero awareness, you'll ride the brake the whole time.
Well,
right?
some would say you have zero awareness because you're driving with 2 feet, and you just openly said it as if it was a normal thing.
Yeah, and I was saying, as it goes to Tiger, there's a good chance his back was messed up and he couldn't lift his whatever leg hurt the most. He was trying to drive with one, maybe his left. He was trying to do it all, or he just jams the accelerator. That's a scary thing to happen.
I think what we take away from today's show, 2 PhDs say situations are situational.
That's right.
And in this particular situation, the situation I'm dealing with now is realizing that you are a two-footed driver. I did nobody. That was.
Everybody, I figured everybody was, but then somebody saw me. One of my buddies saw me doing it. I'm like, "What? Yeah, how do you drive?"
Not like that. Yeah.
So when you're driving a stick, you go clutch, shift, brake. Is that where your foot goes to?
My left, yeah.
Oh, man, you're getting a full work. Guy never stops working out.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Guy never starts working out.
I was always in shape.
Man, I did not know that was a normal thing. Like you said,
but it all comes from being in some kind of pain and not being able to lift your leg that little, like 2 inches to go back and forth.
And like I did say early, upon learning that you're a two-footed driver, I have been in numerous situations where I couldn't lift my leg. You can move it enough to get it off the gas, but your left foot has to be the one doing the braking, the moving back and forth. You almost would have to lift it and move it. But the fact that you have just become a trend there.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Nick, what do you
should try it. You gotta have a little touch. A little touch with your left foot.
I tried the other day. I felt like I was the worst driver on the road I was on.
No thanks.
I was driving one time and I was wearing flip-flops and my foot slipped in between the brake and gas, and when I pulled my foot back up, it caught on the brake pedal and the cover of the brake pedal actually came off.
Oh, so just a little metal thing.
Just a little metal thing, and I went to hit it again, slid off of it, smashed right in the car in front of me. So it could be a situation like that.
Wow. They tell you not to drive with the flippy floppies.
They do.
They'll get you.
Wow. You should drive barefoot instead of the flippy floppies, they say.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
Nick, I'm happy to hear you're okay, by the way, after that.
Scary moments.
Lesson learned.
AJ, you fall asleep in cars, planes, things of that nature?
Yeah, I fall asleep driving, man. It's a problem.
What? Jeez.
Have for years. One of the first gifts my wife got me after we met was this thing from like Sharper Image that sits on your ear, and when your head falls forward, it buzzes real loud to wake you up.
What?
Listen, AJ, I was going to read something about Gabby Insurance, get a better insurance, GABI Insurance. I mean, it ties in perfectly here.
Guy needs it.
This is something you should think about, AJ. And also, is this a bigger problem that you drive with both feet, you sleep? Are you the worst driver ever? Are you the worst?
Or the best because I overcome all that adversity.
Yeah, we don't want adversity on the streets. You're the reason why insurances are so, just radically inflated.
Right, because I am very efficient.
No.
Opposite.
Our other insurance policy is probably wildly inflated because there's a 2-foot and sleeping driver in Ohio that we got to keep an eye on.
Dude.
Is this not something you worry about? This has to be worrisome, does it not?
It's definitely worrisome if there's other people in the car, no question. But I try not. It's a certain time of day. I can drive all night. Like I can drive in the dark, whatever. I'm fine. It's that like 5 o'clock, the sun's starting to set, and I'm driving into that. That is what just puts me out.
Sun's getting lower, big guy.
Yeah, you're powered by the sun, huh? That's why you wake up early in the morning, and then you're like a superhero. You know what I mean? Was able to play through torn calf, torn groin, torn pec. 10 broken fingers, numerous knee surgeries needed, meniscus tears, and things like that, can't beat a sunset.
Nah.
This son of a bitch is completely defeated against these sunsets, so much so that he has to get a device attached to his head while driving during the golden hour. That's a shame. You know, you should move to Indiana because the sun doesn't set till 9, 10 at night. You'd be good. It's like, we got 14, 15 hours of sunshine over here every single day. You should be in Indiana, pal. Why don't you come over here for the good of your fucking life?
Come on, AJ. Come on, AJ.
Did he play with it on? Under his helmet?
Yeah, do you have it built in? Is it like a
Wait, the device?
Yeah.
No, I wore that for about. I wore it for about 7 minutes in the car, and that thing is so annoying. I absolutely would
that's
not.
the point.
Well, yeah, but you need it, dude.
You need a deer whistle to keep you awake driving.
You know what's annoying, dude? Is when I'm driving down the road and I'm wondering, is that person driving with 2 feet? Now, is that person driving with 2 feet and potentially has a likely to fall asleep at the wheel?
Fucking not enough.
Hey, either way,
Dangerous man
both
alive,
of those things,
dude.
falling asleep and driving with 2 feet is still much safer than people that drive and text.
I don't know.
No, it's not.
Falling asleep, dude.
No,
go,
listen.
Pat.
You can't even think about driving and texting, and I appreciate you having that self-awareness because that's what the world needs. If you can't do it, don't do it. AJ can't stay awake when he's driving. He should not be texting while he's driving, although it might keep you awake. But the problem with texting and driving, and I'm not a texter and driver, I'm a motorcycle driver or rider, so I've seen, what it does. It's the bad people who can't do it, who refuse to believe that they can't do it, that kind of give the overall thing for. I think there are some people that can't. You shouldn't do it. Okay, you shouldn't do it. But there are some people I think that get away with it. Not me, because I am a motorcycle rider. But there are people that get away with it that it's like, oh, I didn't even know that you were potentially in the middle of whatever you're doing. There's other people, though, it's like, why the fuck are you this confident in your driving abilities? Who told you could be texting somebody of no importance with your zoomed-in font and thinking you can do that while driving? That's the thing that we have to address, I think, in this world.
You think we can maybe, have you thought about wearing the yellow driving sunglasses? Because that'll probably help. It makes it look like it's daytime.
Oh, you're talking about the military ones.
Yeah.
No, I
Military
told you
grade.
I can drive. I can drive very well at night when the sun is down. It's that magic hour. as Pat
These you would
said.
have no idea what time it is.
All right, let's go to Big Jake in Wisconsin. He seems to be safe from a potential AJ Hawk driving a missile.
By the way, WebMD does say that he has narcolepsy.
All right, big day. You're a narcoleptic, dude.
I mean,
Congratulations.
I fell asleep with the old Wetzel, I believe. So hey, I don't know.
Good night,
That was
I
so
did
disrespectful.
Yeah, he
Which
did.
no, all that's telling you is it was not Wetzel. I could fall asleep in any situation, even driving my own car.
Never have in the history of the show. You've been on every day almost for like the last 2 years or whatever. Only when Wetzel started speaking the truth did you start to nod off. But you're right. Could happen anytime, I guess. Even when you're driving, fuck with your kids.
He probably has Axel
no.
fucking nibbling on his ankles the whole time.
Yeah, right now, you think?
A lot of comments on the internet right now that AJ does have narcolepsy and he should not be behind the wheel of a car.
Okay, so everybody take a vote now. Should the two-footed sleeping stooge driver ever step foot behind a wheel ever again?
Nay.
No. Okay, if you think he should never drive again, please say aye. Aye. Opposed?
I mean, I oppose.
Not
obviously.
even. No.
Sorry, pal.
You missed the
Get a
vote.
driver, dude. Get a driver. Have Axel drive you around. It feels like he's more safe on the road than you, dude.
So, trust me, when the kids are in the car, there's no chance I'm falling asleep.
Oh, sure. Now you say that.
Because Axel's punching me in the back of the head.
Yeah, exactly.
that
It's more
sharper
dangerous because
image.
I'm reaching back, trying to get him trying to push him back in his seat, get a seatbelt back on him, all those things.
Hey, you want to fucking drive, Axel?
Come here.
I'm not drunk. Your dad's not drunk. He just sleeps. Daddy's falling asleep every time he's behind the wheel as soon as we get home. Your dad's going to happy hour. We got to talk about that. All right, that's a show, dude.
Do you turn your car off when you get gas?
Yeah, you have to, right?
What?
You don't have to.
Oh, no.
Well, what did you leave your kids in the car and keep it on?
Definitely don't have to.
You have to.
Oh,
Let's be real.
Come on.
Are
you
you
serious,
against
dude?
your
I'm
hair
not
too?
going to do another. This isn't going to be another thing with the fact.
Nah,
This isn't another
yeah,
thing.
you have
You-
to do it in
Well,
Canada.
scares me.
They will come out and make you turn your car off if you don't.
Well, in Canada,
Well,
they have some strict protocols and regulations, and they will get you if you are breaking any rules. We have learned.
Yeah,
And
we know Trudeau. Yeah, good luck with his Halloween costume. Let's see what he does.
You're right, though. There are some Wildly questionable.
Don't change the topic.
All right. I mean, kind of Canada was the topic, and that is Canada.
Well, it's AJ driving with 2 feet and filling his car. With
There it is. The 2 feet
guy's
thing.
trying to kill himself.
Is my car going to all of a sudden just there's
blow
sparks
up?
come flying
Why
out?
don't you grab
There's
a
a
Marlboro
chance. Why
Red
would you
too,
do it?
AJ?
There's not a chance.
What are you walking around with static friction while you're doing it too?
Hey, turn the fucking AC up in there. All right, and this guy's got his cigar.
Ryan Lochte.
Throw some paint thinner in the back of your truck too while you're at it,
Let me grab
AJ.
this poop. Let me grab this poop handle. Hey, Axel, go grab the goddamn stick of matches, please. A fucking lighter. Is that what are we doing? What are you doing? There's no way this is you as a real human.
He's a movie villain.
I would never turn my car off when I'm getting gas. I'm not joking. Like, I think it's stupid when you do.
You're despicable, dude.
You are.
I'm dead serious. I
absolute
I have to fill like,
I hope you blow up, dude.
5-gallon cans all the time. I end up spilling gas all over myself. Doing it right here, and my car is running directly next to all the gas I'm spilling.
You're a dipshit, dude.
Hey, we appreciate you, man. We need people like you.
I'm 37. I'm still here.
Yeah, that's right.
You, AJ.
Yeah, you're gonna make it too, man.
But the fact you said you have to. What do you mean? You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, because no one wants to die in a fiery blaze.
How many people you know other than Zoolander? How many people died?
The internet, I see it on the internet all the time. People drive away with that thing still in their thing. I've almost done that before. And then the fire goes right through the thing. I don't
That's not
know
how it works.
Whole gas station blows up.
Yep.
Almost happened to Ryan Lochte.
It's like a bomb.
It almost happened.
Just like lighting your farts too. That'll kill you too, won't it?
Well, it depends what you ate before.
don't
It's
suck
how
it in.
fucking easy.
Have you ever
Jeez.
seen? Does that work?
No
Have you ever
one's
seen anybody
ever
do
said
that?
Yeah, I've seen Jackass. Yeah, but if you were to light your farts on fire, it should not be next to a car that is on at a gas station. Okay.
I mean, I don't know why that would be happening. Yeah, that is reckless. Do not do that.
You got Elk Pride on here.
Yeah, I mean, Centerville Elks, two of Centerville Elks' finest, one who retired the other. Kirk, we always talk about this story. Can you refresh us? Did AJ purposefully headhunt you and knock you out as a sophomore in high school in that alumni game, do you think? Is that how you saw that whole thing playing out?
Well, if we would have had the tape rolling, they would have reviewed that, and he would have been ejected from No, he went top of the helmet into my temple, and I officially shut football out of my life. Dude's got a heavy head. It's like concrete. It's just a big, strong, and he was only, what were you, about 15, 16 years old?
Yeah, I think I was 15 there, going into my sophomore year. Yeah, 14, 15.
Yeah, he came in with bad intentions.
Well, you were a grown man though. Kirk was a
Yeah.
grown man out there. I was trying to protect myself. Kirk brought some buddies too. I think there's a couple of Ohio State helmets out there. I'm like, man, someone's gonna kill me. Like I gotta fly around this field.
I got up at 3 a.m.
Wow.
All right.
All right, here we go.
We get it, dude.
Connected a flight, connected through Houston just to get here for the show. See, I came in person, unlike other people that are just joining us.
Oh, Con, got him.
It's not a Zoom
Oh,
call.
you talking to me, Mike?
No, I'm just talking
Yeah,
out
he
loud.
is.
I like to,
Hey, it's all right. You're right. I'm not there today.
Fun fact, me and AJ have never been in this studio together.
Really?
No, it's messed up.
Never.
Really?
Never.
He's been invited too.
2
Many
years.
times.
Basically 2 years we're going here. Never been in the same studio, same time. Here.
Yeah, that's true.
We are afraid he'll crash on the way here.
Yeah, anytime you get him on the road, he drives with both feet.
Oh, got it.
One for gas, one for brakes. And he also falls asleep while driving.
Oh, that's good.
He's like a known sleepy driver with 2 feet. So if we asked him to drive here on a regular basis, there is a 80 to 82% chance he's dead by next month.
It's not that long of a drive, is it?
3 hours. How long is it?
3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours it's not the problem. It's the angle of the sun, depending on where I'm going. That's what puts me to
got it.
sleep.
All right, let's go to the 5 hour energy phone line.
Fool.
Yeah, maybe.
Not maybe.
Have we gotten that fixed at all? Like, have you thought about that as you hit the road? Like,
What-
hey,
how am
maybe
I
I
gonna
shouldn't
fix that?
fall
We can
asleep.
tape your eyelids open.
And there's signs, by the way. People are tweeting signs. I know you see them if you go on Twitter. I'm not sure. Where there is clearly marked, like, please turn off your car while pumping gas, please.
Oh, I mean, come on now. Who would listen to that sign like that?
Everybody.
Let's go to Justin in
Move
Hawaii.
on. Talk football.
Hello.
You're a wacko.
You're an all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers, and you are a liability on the streets, both while getting pumped, while getting your gas pumped, and driving. That is something that is football.
No, I know if I'm tired. I've pulled over and slept on the side of the highway for 20 minutes before.
20 minutes?
That's not real.
And absolutely, yeah. Pistol. My dad had to stop 30 minutes from home one time.
Hey, that's a power nap. You know how? Yeah, you know your circadian cycle.
Yeah, circadian rhythm.
Your circadian cycle. You know that. That's
AJ Hawk sleeping on the side of the road.
Oh my God! Who's that? Is that the all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers?
Holy shit!
Just power nap, kids. Don't worry about it. The fingers go pop up. Jeez.
No, but when I played, your helmet comes off. You're still playing. Like they didn't blow it dead.
No concussions. So that's why. Is that why your face is the way it is? Because when your helmet would easily get ripped off because you didn't strap it on, you would just barrel your face into people. Is that how you played?
No, I did not want to do that.
Is that what made that face?
Yeah.
Is that why the jawline is so great? Because there was a percentage of plays every single game in which your helmet was ripped off because it wasn't strapped on, and you only know football one way. What was that James Harrison told you? Debo said, right here, right, AJ? You're like, yeah, right for the Adams apple. So is that why your face is the way it is, AJ? Is that what
I mean, it may have something to do with that. Never thought about that.
How many helmetless tackles have you made? Do you remember any big time?
No, not many. No, I mean, there was a couple years there where the NFL started sending letters to the locker room saying, like, I know one of them said the equipment manager, Red, who's a legend there, he was getting worried because they were trying to put it on him, like he wasn't giving me the right equipment. I was like, no, Red, I told him it's me. But they said like, oh, I almost got fined for it because my helmet kept coming off just because of how I like to wear it, and if you're sweaty, all that stuff. They said one video. Yeah, I remember that one.
Zeno.
Oh yeah.
Zeno.
Where am I?
That's going to break too, isn't it?
That was the highlight. Yeah, this was back whenever they could have aired like somebody literally killing somebody, a decleat. That was normally what went into the break. But right here on Thanksgiving, how do you not have AJ Hawk helmetless with a guy laying on his face there? I mean, did you make his play? Yeah.
I forget. I mean, I got in on it, and then something happened. Maybe hands to the face. They started knocking my helmet off, and I was like twisting around. But yeah, I have no idea.
So AJ, when you say you can take this off. I mean,
sounds like memory loss.
But whenever you, yeah, it does. Yeah, going out there blacking out probably because he's tackling people with no helmet. So what do you mean with the way it was sweaty and the way you like to wear it? You're just putting on like a baseball?
That's why my nose has been blasted my whole life because I always wore my helmet really low, and then I liked it loose too because I want to be able to talk and feel comfortable. And so yeah, it would blast my nose all the time.
So you were trying to play football helmetless?
No, I was never trying to. It just became a thing eventually.
I mean,
I tightened it up a little bit though. I get the league sent a letter saying like we've checked the footage and your helmet's come off 8 times this year, and when we added up the rest of the NFL combined, they've only had 4 helmet losses on all the teams combined or something. This is egregious. If you don't do something, I think they were going to fine me.
Do you hold your nose when you jump?
That has nothing to do with aerial.
Sure. Yeah, guy, dude.
First off, he plays into that, but no, aerial just to me strikes me as a guy that jumps in and holds his nose.
He does.
Never understood that. I don't get it. Don't do that.
Such a shot.
What? Don't hold your nose?
If you jump, like if you're a grown up and even if you're a kid, you jump off the diving board or something, or like, why? Why would you do that?
Because you don't want
to get water in your nose, dude.
Okay, how about have some athleticism? Don't let water get in your nose. Like, it's easy to not have any water go in your nose, man.
Do you want to fucking juke out the water going into your nose as you dive into a pool?
So hold on, I'm jumping in. I'm going like this as I come in.
Mm-hmm. No, just you could shut your nose off as you jump in. Like
shut your nose off.
Anti-dose the
I'm
water.
with AJ. I've
nose.
never gotten water up my nose ever in my history of life.
I love it.
Okay, Pat, do you sew your butthole and your ears shut when you jump in too?
Well, my butthole, I do believe, does have something that does tighten it up.
Tight, yeah.
It does.
So does your nose.
But my ears, I do have to cover my ears because the thing. I do not block my nose, but I do a one ear cover at least for the right ear, even though I'm not 100% sure I need it. But I'm not in any position to be mocking people that shut down the nose as they're jumping in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not in any position.
It's just disappointing sometimes to see like an adult, like say you're friends with somebody or someone's dad who was really fun. You're like, oh man, this guy's awesome. And he's like, oh, here guys, come in. I'm going to throw the football with you. And he pencils in and holds his nose like, okay, bud. I got to reevaluate what I'm doing.
So this is one of your kids' friends' dads does this?
No.
Yeah. Feels like this is something that you actually had to tell one of your kids, like, hey, we don't respect Mr. Smith anymore. Okay, is that something that happened?
No, I do think one of my kids at one point did. I think they held their nose and they jumped in because they saw somebody else do it, and I was like, never, ever do that.
And he's this man's brother-in-law. He's obviously incredibly handsome. Ladies and gentlemen, Brady Quinn.
Yay!
Holy hell.
Jesus.
You look like that all the time.
I don't know if you guys can see what's behind me. I think AJ might be more familiar with this picture. So hopefully AJ can elaborate or add some context to all of this.
Is that Chopper up over your left
That's
ear?
Chopper. Yeah, that's Chopper.
AJ,
How'd you get that in your background?
What happened here? So,
well, this is a golf cart submerged.
What? Why are you fully dressed underwater?
Thank you, Brady. Okay, Brady. I mean, yeah, you gotta. I guess we have to mention it, Brady. This is Pat. You know, this golf cart, the e-brake just didn't work on me. I was parking close to the green. I rode that joker right into the pond because it took a hard right turn. This was like 12 years ago. I jumped in instantly. Oz is the other guy looking for his cigs. That was no help. And then Brady and Chopper were in my group. They came up about 10 seconds later, and they both just dove in instantly and started helping.
Yeah. So you hold on.
We
Brady.
did not finish our round.
You drove this cart directly into this pond.
Well,
you are a fucking menace behind the wheel, AJ. You drive with both feet. You sleep. Your hands are all deformed because of your broken fingers. You're driving golf carts into ponds. Straight up. Are you blacked out drunk in this thing?
No, I wish I was. That's the problem. I was not.
Sober.
Oh my God, this guy.
I was trying to get there.
Brady, how do you let this guy marry your sister? How do you let this guy marry your sister, Brady?
Let me add some more context to all of this, okay? This is at Rattlesnake Ridge. This was the first year, our first fundraiser for my foundation, the Third and Goal Foundation, which helps support wounded vets. So
Great
AJ
cause.
was kind enough to come out and obviously support the cause. Now, I guarantee you he was not sober for this because we actually took a party bus to Rattlesnake Ridge.
Oh, AJ, boozing and driving.
No one was sober at this thing.
What I'm saying is, I played many times with many more drinks in me and didn't wreck a cart, is all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
All right. Chopper hopping in there, though. Is he scuba diving?
Well, he dove to the bottom and grabbed some clubs.
He did. He said all you had to do was open your eyes in that murky water and you could find whatever you need to down there. All those eyes were burning afterwards. Chopper wanted to take our car because I was riding with Chopper. AJ was with Oz, and he wanted us to take our belts and tie them together to actually like pull out.
Smart.
With one cart, the other cart, but there's no chance we're going to be getting out once it was submerged this deep. So
what were the names? Chopper, Oz, Brady, and AJ for golfing on a course, Rattlesnake course. Jeez, Louise.
Rattlesnake Ridge, yeah.
Hey, well, I appreciate you trying to give back to the vets and everything like that. And obviously, AJ's got to make it about himself,
right? Per usual,
and cost, make everything.
I have not been back
no
to
money.
Yeah, you don't say.
They asked us not to come back. That was the first of last year. We had our fundraiser there, so yeah, we couldn't come back.
I got that cart out of the pond, though. Obviously, I had to pay for it because I said, no, I ain't bringing a trailer, and we were getting this joker. We took it.